Live at the WBC Arena, my name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Here he comes, Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. He'll square off against Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216.
If you're going to give away so much weight, you've got to depend on speed, because if you miss, it hurts from a bigger fighter.
Here he comes, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the former heavyweight champion of the world. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
Wow, someone's been really generous here, giving away a lot of weight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6'9", here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is one of those places where if you can fight, if you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Punching from both these fighters. He gets out of the way of that left hand. One of the legendary rivalries in heavyweight boxing history is revived in this one. Wilder versus Fury again.
Let's look at history. Wilder is hungry. The first time they drew, he said, no, that shouldn't have. The second time he lost, no, something's wrong. The third time, you're running out of excuses. Now the fourth time, there's no fifth time. You get to the fourth time, there's no excuses left. Wilder is angry. His reputation, his legacy, everything he's done, he's used to being the best. Now he's got to admit, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, this guy's better than me. No matter what we've seen, no matter what Tyson Fury's done, Wilder is so dangerous, he's not willing to accept it.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Oh, that punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go. It's round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl. How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull and a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Both men step back for just a moment. That's a scoring left hand. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Why aren't they defending? This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
I want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice punch. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
He just misses with that jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Go out there and finish it. Great work. Stay focused. Great work.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Here we go to the fourth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That left counter was perfectly timed. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Good one. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude, they can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Don't get the gap. Don't get carried away. Don't stop the punch and then what you
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Left punch. Nice exchange here from both men. He missed with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Don't let him get back into his fight. Don't put the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about your defense and your body.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Back and forth they go. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Relax. Now, don't wait to load. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He fails to score with that left hook. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good left counter that lands. And he misses with the left uppercut. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And he just missed with that left jab. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Every time you see him take a big deep breath, banging down the canvas. Great work. Stay focused.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That punch lands. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer. You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent and think this is too easy, if they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Jump up. Body leg, be smart, change your angle, go out there and finish it. He's ready.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. And we enter the ninth. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. It's round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Left counter scores. Both trying for a knockout. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. So that left lands. He misses with that jab. Wait a minute, a left hand lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Talk about Wilder in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up. Body in it. Be smart. Change your angles. Go out there and finish it. He's ready.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Beautiful counter punch. Boy, those punches add up. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Another scoring shot there. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. Insane action. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Don't get the jab. Don't get carried away. Put the fight with the punch.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. There's the bell for round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one. Fantastic punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good counterpunching for both these athletes. And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. Perfect punch. Caution, this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.